And perhaps the most high profile business that has been really hammered is the National Football League. All right, I mean, a lot of the stadiums have nobody in them, and then others have 90%, 10% fans can go, 90 can't, that kind of thing. So I asked my pal Jim Gray, who's got a brand new book out, to give me a little analysis of the NFL because he does Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Gray's book is Talking to Goats, the moments you remember and stories you never heard. Problem with Gray's book is I thought he meant real goats. So I've been running around Long Island trying to find some goats to research, but it isn't goats, real goats. It's greatest of all time. So Gray is a big shot. He knows like Tom Brady and these guys, and he writes about them. But anyway, let's get to the National Football League. How badly, Gray, have they been hurt by this COVID thing?
Bill, this is quite an introduction. I'm sorry you didn't find any goats, but they've been hurt very, very badly, and the revenues obviously are way down when you can't have people in the stadiums. And it depends upon your municipalities where you can and can't go. Some cities they're letting in, as few as 500 and 1,000 fans. Other places it's up to 7,500. California, New York, and so forth. Washington. They're nobody in the stadium. So that's just a huge, huge revenue hit. And obviously they have salary caps and have to pay players, but the bulk of their money comes from television. So they're still collecting those billions of dollars. But obviously, and this has been devastating to the NBA, lost billions of dollars by playing down in the bubble in Orlando. And they're going to start a new season December 22nd. And again, fans are not going to be permitted into these stadiums, obviously, with COVID ravaging the country and the numbers going up. You can't have people congregating inside in a stadium and then asking them to pay for a ticket and not being sure that there's safety precautions and protocols in place. So if the NBA has to go through another entire season, first of all, with all the travel, who knows if they'll get through the season being outside of a bubble? And if they do, and they got to go into it and go through the finals, if they can't have revenues next season from fans coming to stadiums, there's going to be a tremendous amount of teams in both the NBA and the NHL that are going to be in peril, that may not be able to operate. You take a look at what went on with baseball as well. Those teams are going to be in financial distress and trouble. It's a big problem.
All right, because they still have to pay the salaries that the contracts were signed before COVID, and they still got to pay all the overhead of the stadiums and things like that. Yet their revenue, I mean, obviously the TV revenue, from what I understand, that's split evenly among the football and basketball teams, the revenue, the TV revenue. Is that right?
Well, the national revenue is. The local revenues are much, much different for baseball and for basketball. You've got teams like the Lakers and the Dodgers literally collecting hundreds of millions of dollars. And then you have teams in Milwaukee and Miami and so forth that are collecting very small portions, much, much different disparity. But in the National Football League, everybody, all 32 teams, share all of the television revenue equally. So it's an easier equation for them.
Right, right.
But the
But
small
when you
markets
got,
in these other sports are getting clobbered.
hey, Bill O'Reilly here. As you all know, the dollar is at a 10-year low, and November could spell real trouble. That's why I recommend you consider physical gold and silver. And the only company I do business with in this area is American Hartford Gold. You can call them right now. Make sure you tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you a free gold coin on your first qualified order. Since I have been recommending American Hartford Gold, gold's up over 40%, silver over 60%. So please don't wait. Call them now. 877-444-GOLD Gold. 877-444-GOLD Gold, or text GOLD to 65532.